Story 1. Radio Garden is a global map of active radio stations. You can rotate the globe anywhere and listen in. Want to know what is on the radio in Morocco right now? You can find out here. Radio is a similar website. It is a world map that allows you to click on individual countries and also go back to different decades to see what was popular there at the time. Story 2. The Internet Archive should be regarded as one of the 7 wonders of the information age. Story 3. Sunny Classroom is a great place to learn computer networking. The professor is very knowledgeable and has useful techniques for memorizing subnets. The humor is a bit dry, but if you want an Asian instructor who unexpectedly uses phrases like, "Thank you for being patient with my strong English," you'll appreciate his style. I definitely recommend this course. Edit. I did not expect this to receive so many upvotes and a badge. I am grateful to all of you and glad I can help further your careers and hobbies. Story 4. Temporary email addresses allow you to create unlimited, free, and completely disposable emails with just the click of a button. Story 5. There is an entire library of absolute gem games you have never played that are not available on online platforms, completely for free. Some of them are not downloadable but will link you to places where you can buy them, so no piracy is involved. You absolutely have to try Saw and you are empty. Saw is a spin-off game that takes place after Saw 1's ending in an alternative universe where Detective Tapp survived. The controls are unusual and the gameplay loop is repetitive, but it is still really cool. You Are Empty is practically a Half-Life clone and might be too long for some gamers, but it is absolutely fun and very dynamic, as you never stay too long in one place. Story 6. For university students. Zotero is a great, straightforward reference manager. Also, Sci-Hub for accessing paywalled journal articles. Story 7. Archive.ph. It unlocks paywall articles if you attach it to the beginning of the link. Story 8. Definitely LibriVox. They host copyright-free books which volunteers read aloud and record. Most of the time, it is not exactly the same quality as an Audible production, but free is free, and they have a lot available. Story 9. Khan Academy. Bless the person who created it, what a champion. Story 10. Justin Guitar. If you want to try learning guitar, his lessons are really great and easy to follow, and they are free. Some additional content costs money, but you do not need any of it to learn. Story 11. Bandcamp. You can listen to music for free. Support your favorite artists. Story 12. All of the paywall removers in one place. Simply enter the uniform resource locator of the article and click the archive buttons to remove any paywall. Story 13. DaVinci Resolve. Best video editing software available for free. Edit. CapCut is also excellent if you are a beginner and want simple tools for your social media. Great presets. Story 14. Another super interesting and useful discussion that I will save and never return to again. Story 15. I guess not for everyone, but for anyone interested in orchestral music and composition, International Music Score Library Project, you can find most public domain orchestral compositions including full scores, individual parts, and recordings, with a wide range of search options such as composers, time periods, and instrumentation. This is a niche resource, but it was a crucial tool for my undergraduate studies. Story 16. Free cartoons from the late 1980s to the 1990s are available on YouTube. Examples include Street Sharks, Mighty Max, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Transformers: Beast Wars. The list of cartoons available for you or your children is extensive. YouTube is not just for Minecraft videos. It has an amazing selection of Saturday morning cartoons. Edit. Forgot to mention WMAC Masters. I love that series. It is like World Wrestling Entertainment Wrestling but a step further in fiction. It is an amazing show people should watch. Story 17. Coursera free courses. Khan Academy, SciShow, Computer Science 50 course. There is a lot. Story 18. Internet Archive. Libby is also a fantastic resource for borrowing digital books from your local library. Some have mentioned language learning in this thread, and I want to add that character artificial intelligence does a decent job with learning through writing. You can listen to the voice speak with you. You can ask artificial intelligence any questions you have about anything related to the language to fill in your knowledge gaps. Story 19. Not sure if it has been posted, but Flashpoint Archive includes thousands of archived Flash games from your childhood, if like me, you grew up in the early 2000s. Story 20. I use a soft murmur every day to fall asleep. Story 21. Some museum websites have online walkthroughs so you can simulate seeing at least part of the collection without going there or paying an entry fee. Story 22. I love PDF and small PDF. Seriously, these two have literally saved my skin so many times. It takes less than a minute to merge PDF files, compress them, split them, convert to different formats, and much more. Truly amazing websites. Story 23. For United States residents, Informed Delivery at the United States Postal Service website emails you daily images of the mail pieces you should be receiving along with tracking numbers for any packages. Story 24. Audacity, a powerful audio editor, ideal for music and podcasts. Autodesk Fusion 360, computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing software. Bitwarden open source password management service. Blender free and open source 3D creation suite. Cakewalk music production software. Darktable open source photography workflow application and raw developer. Dashlane cross-platform subscription-based password manager and digital wallet application. DaVinci Resolve color correction and nonlinear video editing application. FreeCAD open source general-purpose parametric 3D computer-aided design modeler. GNU Image Manipulation Program, a powerful open-source photo and image editing tool. Godot Engine A2D and 3D, cross-platform, free and open-source game engine released under the Massachusetts Institute of Technology license. Glitch build fast, full-stack web applications in your browser. Glimpse Image Editor, a photo editor for everyone. Greenshot, a free screenshot tool optimized for productivity. Handbrake, the open-source video transcoder. Honey, a browser extension that aggregates and automatically applies online coupons on e-commerce websites. HitFilm Express, video editing software with professional-grade visual effects tools. Inkscape, free and open-source vector graphics editor. KD, nonlinear video editor, open-source video editing software based on the Media Lovin' Toolkit framework. KD and Qt. KeePass, free and open-source password manager primarily for Windows. Krita, free and open-source raster graphics editor designed primarily for digital painting and 2D animation. Open Broadcaster software, open-source software for video recording and live streaming. LibreOffice, open source Office suite. Linux Multimedia Studio, a digital audio workstation application program. Magicavoxel, a free lightweight graphics processing unit-based voxel art editor and interactive path tracing renderer. Medibang Paint Pro, free digital painting and comic creation software. MuseScore, create, play, and print beautiful sheet music. OceanAudio, easy, fast, and powerful audio editor. OpenTunes, animation production software. Paint.net, a freeware raster graphics editor program for Microsoft Windows developed on the .NET framework. Photopea, web-based raster and vector graphics editor. Pixlr feature-packed online photo editor. Quantum Geographic Information System, open-source cross-platform desktop geographic information system application. Radio Garden, explore live radio by rotating the globe. Raw Therapy, free, cross-platform raw image processing program. Reaper, digital audio workstation and musical instrument digital interface sequencer software. ShareX, screen capture, file sharing, and productivity tool. Shotcut, a slick open-source program for advanced video editing. SlidesGo, free Google Slides and PowerPoint templates. Switch, convert and encode sound files quickly. The Noun Project, icons for everything. TurboTax sucks ass website that makes it easy to file your taxes. Unity, cross-platform game engine. Unreal Engine, the most open and advanced real-time 3D creation tool. Unsplash, beautiful free images and pictures. Videoland Media Player, open source portable cross-platform media player software and streaming media server. Visual Studio Code free source code editor. Waveform, fully featured. Completely unlimited free digital audio workstation for all music creators. WavePad, audio and music editor for Windows and Mac. Costream, anime and animated television show and movie site with dubs and subtitles. 7-zip file archiver with a high compression ratio. Codecademy, free sessions and exercises for any coding language. Coursera, online courses and certifications. Not all courses and certifications are free, but worth it. Cybrary, the cybersecurity and information technology career development platform. FreeCodeCamp, learn to code at home. Goal Kicker, free programming books in any language. Khan Academy, a non-profit educational organization. Learn with Google courses and certifications from Google. Learn with Microsoft on edX, free courses from Microsoft. Mozilla Developer Network, web documents, resources for developers, by developers. Massachusetts Institute of Technology courses, MIT's OpenCourseWare. Octave software featuring a high-level programming language, primarily intended for numerical computations. A free alternative to MATLAB. Our free software environment for statistical computing and graphics. Replace.it code and collaborate without friction. W3 Schools, the world's largest web development learning site. Story 25. ConvertCase handy format. Pixabay free pictures and videos. Pexels free pictures and videos. Archive.org various media. YouTube Studio free music and sound effects for YouTube videos. Unsplash free images. Story 26. Kaggle is a website offering excellent free data analytics lessons and datasets. It is a valuable skill set to have. Story 27. Remove.bg. It has a very simple interface for removing the background of pictures. It does a decent job of identifying the background. It also includes a magic brush so you can restore parts of the background or the picture, or erase specific parts of the picture. It has a Canva integration, allowing you to edit your picture appropriately and then insert it directly into a Canva project. Among all the artificial intelligence tools I have tried, this was not the one I would have chosen for daily use. As an amateur photographer and children's book author, I use this website a few times a week on average, and sometimes daily when projects are being assembled and finalized. Story 28. I try to post this every time it comes up. If you are in the United States and you earn less than $79,000, you can use the same software you might otherwise use to file your federal taxes for free. The system is called Free File, and companies that sell tax software try very hard to make it difficult to find. Thankfully, it is becoming much better known. The United States is inviting all states to use a similar system in 2025. Story 29. I was never very good with graphing calculators. They are also expensive. Story 30. The Organic Chemistry Tutor on YouTube has amazing videos on almost every math and science topic. Many degrees can likely be credited to him. Story 31. I built CureFast, which offers free QR codes. I created it because I heard horror stories about people making QR codes, only to find out later they had a trial and were being forced to pay $30 per month to have their codes work. I am a serial entrepreneur and have the skills, so I just got to work building it. Users get 10 free dynamic codes that they can update even after printing them, and unlimited static codes, which cannot be updated because they have fixed data embedded in the code. Story 32. Free Microsoft Office alternatives. Avoid Office 365 subscriptions. Story 33. Education via YouTube is invaluable. I started music production to complement my songwriting and guitar playing, and it is remarkable how many top-tier producers share their work. YouTube is a powerful teaching tool. I used it to learn saxophone by slowing down songs to transcribe, to learn coding in Python and structured query language, to understand what to look for when buying a car, and to study air crash incidents explained by an actual commercial pilot. Story 34. Anna's Archive is one of the best places to find books online. It offers many obscure academic books that are difficult to find elsewhere. Story 35. Dolly Parton's Imagination Library offers free children's books delivered to your door. Story 36. I think we are forgetting the obvious, which is the non-political or non-controversial Wikipedia pages. Story 37, FFmpeg. FFmpeg is a free command line tool that can cut, merge, and re-encode MP3, MP4, or any other video and audio format. Instead of using random websites to convert MP3 to WAV and spending a long time uploading large files, you can use the same tool they use internally on your local machine. It requires some technical knowledge, but you can usually search online for how to FFmpeg to find commands you can copy and paste. Story 38. If you search for dog with a hat on, you will be amazed at how many different dogs and hats you will find. Story 39. Millions of books and academic articles. An open database of almost all human knowledge. Use a virtual private network. Use with caution and respect local copyright law. Do not re-upload these contents to other sites, as it could cause issues and violate terms and conditions. Story 40. Remove paywall. It really helps when you want to read an article from an online publication but do not want to subscribe or have already reached the limit of free articles. Story 41. If you are in the United States, make sure you are getting your free yearly credit report from all 3 credit bureaus. Do this every single year to ensure there is no fraud on your account. This includes young adults who may think they have no reason to check. I never checked mine until I was in my mid-20s and wanted to buy a house, only to be told my credit history was poor. After investigating, I found out my mother had taken out several fraudulent lines of credit in my name. Story 42. If you are in the United States, your state's unclaimed property website can help you find money owed to you. Companies often owe people money but have incorrect address information or fail to send payments. Instead of sending you a check, they turn the money over to the state. You can search by your name, family members' names, or company name to see if the state is holding cash in your name. I have never found money for myself, but I have found about $100 for my parents, 4 figures for my in-laws, and 5 figures for the company I was working for at the time. Story 43. Merlin bird identification by the Ornithology Laboratory at Cornell University is like Shazam for birds. Just tap the microphone button, and it will identify the sources of the chirping you hear around you. Story 44. Free samples. You can search for free samples or free samples of insert desired product and find hundreds of thousands of legitimate offers. Enter your name and address, and they will send you the items you signed up for completely free. I did this for years as a teenager and received shampoo, perfume, and gadgets. My mom was upset when I received free spermicide. My favorite was the hundreds of stickers and temporary tattoos of a cowboy potato. My best friend and I put them everywhere. Story 45. A basic introductory class with Microsoft Excel. It is a useful tool that most people do not know how to properly use. Story 46. TinyWow. Convert many useful formats to other formats. Story 47. Education offers numerous videos on YouTube covering a wide range of topics. Story 48. Photopea. A lot like Adobe Photoshop but on a web browser. Back in high school, I took a photo editing class using Adobe Photoshop. Although I did not learn much, about 90% of what I did can be done on Photopea. Story 49. For movies, Canopy and Hoopla are both offered through your local libraries and have fantastic film selections, including both modern and historical titles. Story 50. Just go to your library. They have so much to do for free. Story 51. I'm taking a Coursera and edX free music theory class. It is taught by a couple of musicians from the University of Edinburgh, so their accents are wonderful. Story 52. If you work in anything related to tickets, GreenShot is a must-have screenshot tool. It is free to use. Story 53. SexInfo 101. Over 250 three-dimensional sex position illustrations with no nudity and other useful guides. Story 54. Anna's Archive. The largest library in history, books, scientific papers, all free. Story 55. Duolingo is not perfect and will not make you fluent in a language without outside practice and study. However, it is a great start and encourages you to keep up with vocabulary every day. Story 56. Crash Course YouTube channel if you want to know the basics of a subject. Story 57. Viewing and monitoring your credit report. Also, identity theft monitoring services that are free. Story 58. Do not overlook your local libraries. Many of them offer online access to various resources that are typically paid, including Udemy and Ancestry, among others. They also provide access to ebooks. Libraries are valuable and you should have a library card. Story 59. Tons of freeware in one spot. You pick everything you need and download the installer. Then give that installer permission once, and it installs everything on your list. Super handy after reinstalling a fresh operating system. Story 60. You can get Narcan or naloxone for free in most or all states. GoodRx has a guide that can help find resources in your state or area. Even if you do not personally use opioids or know anyone who does, having naloxone available in a first aid kit can save someone's life. Story 61. If you do research, either for work or school, I highly recommend Zotero. You can create libraries full of articles with citation information ready. You can highlight and leave notes on the articles, and you can even make groups so others can see and comment on the same page, which is great for group projects. It also has a browser extension that, when clicked, immediately makes a PDF copy of the article you are viewing. I did not learn about it until my last year of undergraduate studies, and it honestly saved me a lot of time and headaches from taking notes on online articles. The free version ends when you reach a certain number of saved articles, but I believe that number is in the triple digits, so the majority of people should be fine. Story 62. Linux. With Windows becoming unstable, many of us are switching to Linux, but I never expected it to feel like such a significant upgrade. Sure, it's a tough transition for a couple of days, having to search how to install video codecs on Fedora and how to automatically mount hard drives on boot. But then you see how helpful the community is, and you keep encountering all these clever solutions they have implemented for problems you always assumed you would have to live with. We have seen Facebook and Amazon successfully monopolize, and now we live in the awkward aftermath with no affordable stores and awkward social structures. However, Microsoft's strategy of embrace, extend, extinguish has not yet won. And this is a piece of paradise we can all keep alive together. Story 63. Epic Games' weekly free games offer a great opportunity to try out games you normally would not play, allowing you to discover interesting new titles. Story 64. I love PDF. Over Leaf. Automate the boring stuff with Python. Story 65. Searching the name of a textbook with free online PDF saved me from spending thousands of dollars just to rent books. Story 66. Calibre is a cross-platform, free, and open-source suite of ebook software. Calibre supports organizing existing ebooks into virtual libraries, displaying, editing, creating, and converting ebooks, as well as syncing ebooks with a variety of e-readers. Editing books is supported for EPUB and Amazon Kindle formats. QBitTorrent is a cross-platform, free, and open-source BitTorrent client. Story 67. For plenty of safe, free software, I recommend visiting Snapfiles. Note: these are not to be confused with Snaps. Also, Alternative 2 is a good place to find similar software. For example, if you are seeking a comparable freeware alternative to proprietary software. Portable Apps is a superb launcher and repository for many portable software applications. It is excellent to have on a thumb drive. I have made some Windows screensavers and other free graphic resources for digital artists and scrapbookers. These are accessible on my blog. Story 68. Enter any Amazon link or install the Chrome extension to get an analysis of the item to identify fake, misleading, or insufficient customer reviews. Works on some other e-commerce sites as well. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.